Everyone thinks they can survive the forest until night one begins. The Cook. The Cook is the quiet backbone of survival in 99 Nights in the Forest. He rarely fights, rarely panics. Instead, he listens to the crackle of the fire and the sounds beyond the trees. While others chase shadows and rumors of monsters, the Cook is building something far more important: safety. Every night, he lights the fire, sharpens his knife, and prepares meals that keep the team sane in the chaos. He knows the forest like a recipe: where the herbs grow, which mushrooms glow in the dark, and which ones whisper when the wind passes. He's the first to notice when the animals start acting strange, or when the fog rolls in thicker than usual. His cooking doesn't just fill bellies, it restores courage. Some say that his meals can even keep the nightmares away, for a while. But there's a darker side to the cook's calm. Sometimes he experiments with strange ingredients, things that shouldn't be edible. Traveler. The traveler is the wanderer of 99 Nights in the Forest, always moving, never staying long enough for the trees to learn his name. He's the kind of player who can't sit by the fire. The moment dusk falls, he's gone, vanishing into the mist with nothing but a lantern and a broken compass. He knows the map better than anyone else. Every shortcut, every ruined cabin, every silent clearing where something unseen watches from the dark. He's driven by curiosity, but it's a dangerous kind. The traveler doesn't just explore, he listens. He hears things the others ignore: the faint singing under the lake ice, footsteps that match his own pace, whispers that call him deeper into places no one should go. Sometimes he returns to camp with strange trinkets and stories that don't make sense, about an old road that appears only at midnight, or a bridge that wasn't there yesterday. Players who pick the traveler are explorers and risk-takers. They're rewarded with knowledge, hidden routes, secret events, and rare loot, but at a cost. The Noob. The Noob is the soul of chaos in 99 Nights in the Forest. He's the player who spawns in, immediately punches a tree, screams at the first owl sound, and somehow sets the entire campfire on fire, including himself. He doesn't know the rules, he doesn't know the dangers, but somehow his pure confusion keeps him alive longer than it should. He's the one asking, "Can I eat this?" right before the screen goes red. He's terrified of every sound: the cracking branches, the whispers in the fog, even his own footsteps. But there's something strangely lovable about him. While the veterans overthink every move, the noob runs headfirst into danger and sometimes, somehow, survives through sheer dumb luck. Other players laugh at him, but secretly they need him. He's unpredictable, and in 99 Nights in the Forest, unpredictability can save lives. The creatures seem drawn to him, distracted by his noise, his mistakes, giving others a chance to escape. Some legends say the forest keeps him alive on purpose, to entertain whatever ancient force lurks beneath the roots. Over time, the noob might change. Maybe he becomes stronger, wiser, even brave. Or maybe he never does, forever respawning, forever lost, always shouting, "Wait, what's happening?" as the night takes him again. Farmer. The farmer is the quiet worker of 99 Nights in the Forest, grounded, patient, and stubborn enough to believe that even in a cursed forest, something can still grow. While others fight to survive each night, the farmer plants seeds in the rotten soil, builds fences around the camp, and tries to bring a sense of normal life to a place that's long forgotten what normal means. By day, he tills the ground and gathers wild fruit, keeping the group fed. By night, he listens. To the creaking trees, to the distant cries, to the sound of his crops moving when the wind isn't blowing. His fields are both his pride and his prison. Some players say that when the farmer plants too close to the old graves, things begin to sprout that shouldn't exist. Roots that move, vines that bleed, pumpkins that whisper in the dark. The farmer's strength lies in patience. He's not a fighter, not an explorer, but his work ensures survival. Every harvest gives hope, and every seed planted after midnight seems to grow faster than it should. Some claim the forest rewards him, others say it's feeding off him. Crafter. The crafter is the mind of 99 Nights in the Forest. Inventive, obsessive, and slightly unhinged. While others search for food or shelter, he's surrounded by piles of tools, wires, and blueprints scrawled on tree bark. He's the player who can turn scraps into weapons, bones into traps, and despair into strategy. If something breaks, the crafter fixes it. If something doesn't exist, he builds it. But his creations don't always follow logic. Some of his tools move when no one's touching them. Some of his traps reset themselves. He calls it innovation. The others call it a curse. Every night, he's in his tent hammering away, muttering about energy patterns and forest resonance. It's unclear whether he's fighting the forest or trying to understand it. Players who play as the crafter thrive on experimentation. He's a mix of genius and madness, crafting defenses that can protect the camp, or destroy it if he miscalculates. Over time, his blueprints become stranger, his machines hum with unnatural energy, and sometimes his eyes glow faintly in the dark. Tryhard. The tryhard is the perfectionist, the grinder, the unstoppable force of 99 Nights in the Forest. While others play for fun, he plays for domination. Every stat must be maxed, every secret uncovered, every creature hunted. He treats the cursed forest like a leaderboard, not a nightmare. You'll find him sprinting through the fog in full crafted armor, barking orders like a commander, while everyone else is still figuring out how to light the campfire. The tryhard knows every mechanic, every spawn point, every hidden trick. He's memorized the map and even claims to know the spawn cycles of the forest's horrors. He's the first to build, the last to die, but also the first to rage when someone ruins his perfect run. The forest doesn't scare him, it challenges him, and that's what makes him dangerous. Over time, the tryhard becomes something else. His obsession with mastery draws the attention of the forest itself. The shadows start moving differently around him. The game seems to respond to his intensity. Harder monsters, stranger noises, longer nights. It's as if the forest recognizes him and begins playing against him. Builder. The builder is the architect of 99 Nights in the Forest, the one who refuses to live in chaos. When others panic, he's already planning, measuring, and constructing. Every wall, every tower, every barricade he makes feels like an act of defiance against the forest's madness. To him, survival isn't luck, it's design. By day, the builder collects wood, stone, and metal scraps with surgical focus. By night, his hammer echoes through the dark while everyone else hides. He's determined to turn the wilderness into a fortress, even if the forest keeps trying to take it back. His structures stand tall for a while, then vanish, rot, or twist into unnatural shapes by morning. Still, he rebuilds, always rebuilds. Players who choose the builder think long-term. They set traps, build safe zones, and even design elaborate mazes to confuse the monsters. But the forest hates order, and sometimes it fights back. Strange carvings appear on his walls, nails pull themselves loose, and wooden beams whisper when the wind passes through. The lazy. The lazy is the camp's eternal mystery. The player who somehow survives by doing absolutely nothing. While others chop wood, craft weapons, or scout the haunted woods, the lazy sits by the fire eating whatever's left and muttering, "You guys got this." He's not evil, not careless, just content. The forest could be falling apart, monsters screaming from the trees, and he'd still be lying in his tent, asleep, snoring through the apocalypse. At first, everyone hates him. He never helps, never fights, never builds, but strangely, he always lives the longest. When the chaos begins, the lazy is never around. When the creatures attack, he's already hiding somewhere safe. It's as if the forest doesn't even notice him, like he's invisible to everything except other players.